Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Wednesday the 16th of November, 2022. Remember, the social media platform, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook, TT Real Talk on YouTube, Saieed Ali Real Talk on TikTok. So Trinidad and Tobago, you can encourage your friends and family to view us on our social media platform if they are not at home to view the current live program. It's Saieed Ali Real Talk on TikTok, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook, and TT Real Talk on YouTube. So a special good night to those of you of the Caribbean around the globe, those of you in Trinidad and Tobago viewing us on Synergy Network on our social media platform. It's Wednesday night. It's our public concerns night, where we give you the opportunity to call in and let us know what is taking place in your community concerning the councillors, the bad road, the bridges, the drainage. We have been running this program. This year will make it 2 years that we have started the public concerns on a Wednesday. In 2021, we got a lot of work done on road, bridges, drainage, box drain. A lot of farmers done from our public concerns night also. And I do want to thank you for viewing us. Thank you for making us the #1 current affairs program. Thank you for making us your choice. You know, I love to give Jack where Jack is supposed to be. That is me. But nevertheless, Real Talk with Saieed Ali is live on Synergy Network from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. with a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember, it's on Synergy Network. So Trinidad and Tobago, those of you who are looking for cash borrow, you don't know where to turn, as long as you have some form of security or collateral, you could use house, you could use land, you could use a vehicle, you could use gold. You're looking for cash borrow, it's not a problem. You can contact me at 339-1670, 238-6716, 242-7690, and 267-7325 for loans, borrowing money. That's us. Lately, we have opened Real Talk Credit Union to the members of the public. You want to be a member, it's not a problem. The numbers on screen, you can contact the numbers, viewers. There will be somebody at the end of that line to hear you out, to give you information, whatever it is. Now, all you have to do to open an account with us in Real Talk Credit Union is 2 forms of ID, a utility bill, job letter, and payslip if possible. You're self-employed, not a problem. You have a business registration, not a problem. As long as you want to be a member of the Real Talk Credit Union, that is information, not a problem. We are number 14 Carolina Savannah Road in Shogunas. And hopefully by January, February, March, we will be opening our South branch. But nevertheless, they say when you start small, you grow big. You build an empire. That is what I'm building presently in Trinidad and Tobago. An empire. Financial empire. I am here to change the way banking do business in Trinidad. And mark my words, I am going to get it done. We are paying 2% on annual savings, 4% on fixed deposit at Real Talk Credit Union. I am here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. A lot of people say, well, Saeed, if you close down your show, no, my show ain't closing, my business ain't closing, I am here to stay. In the early, about 2.5 years back, some people did try to shut me up because I find you're too brave, you know. He's a businessman. They tried to put me down. But one thing I can say, when God have a plan for your life, nobody could walk over you. Nobody, absolutely nobody. So that is our word of encouragement. When God has a plan for you, you will be where you're supposed to be at that second on that clock. Remember that. So as we start our program tonight, viewers, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has assured that financial assistance to farmers who qualify will be given to them as soon as possible, so they could begin replanting after the destruction of crops by recent flooding. Dr. Rowley made the statement in response to an expected increase in food price due to crop loss, saying he expected the price in the market to be reasonable. Listen to our Prime Minister.
To determine who is in line to be assisted and who will legitimately qualify for assistance, and that assistance would be made available as quickly as possible to ensure that the farmers get back on their feet as is necessary to ensure that the output for the country.
And heavy rainfall will be compensated for the loss, with the US $5.84 million or $39.42 million the government received from the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance Facility. The PM states that the money will be placed in the consolidated fund. He added that relief is to be provided to citizens will be provided from the consolidated fund through various ministries. Listen to this.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, the member must know that when government receives money like that, it falls into the fungibility of the consolidated fund. The money is not targeted to give to individuals because the government spends money whether or not it comes from this insurance source. And therefore, the insurance money will come back into the consolidated fund as the government continues to spend without limit to this fund, to this inflow, to the consolidated fund. So whatever relief is to be provided to members or citizens will be provided from the consolidated fund through the various ministries, and this insurance is simply a matter of the government getting back some money for what it would have spent in this instance. So it is quite misleading for the member to come here and try to give the impression that this fund is for distribution to persons who are affected, with the fund being directly used and identified for that purpose to those individuals.
Now, viewers, he states that citizens were also assisted by temporary flood relief, disaster assistance grant when they qualify. The advisory on the state of water course. Now, in the meanwhile, over the next 4 weeks, the Agriculture Society of Trinidad and Tobago and the Ministry of Agriculture will give away over 30,000 seedlings to 100 farmers devastated by floods, giant African snail, and locusts. Let's hear and see what is going to take place in the next 4 weeks to come right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, farmers from across the country would also receive hampers with insecticide, fungus chemical spray, and fertilizers. The seedlings include sweet pepper, tomato, cucumber, okra, lettuce, pak choy, and hot pepper. The farmers identified as most in need were from the Wallafield and Komoto, Makoya, Bon Air, Sandy Grande, Matura, Kernaham, Mayaro, and Moruga. So viewers, farmers in those areas will be given seedlings, up to 30,000 seedlings, to replant their field. They will be getting hampers, insecticide, fungus spray, and fertilizers for their crop that the Agriculture Ministry would be given to farmers. So we can say congratulations to the farmers after this heavy rainfall that led to flooding in throughout areas in Trinidad, thanks to the agriculture sector. This, let me tell you something, the government is supposed to be doing this years now. It's years now they were supposed to be doing this, but nevertheless, viewers. So we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about leptospirus cases on the rise in Trinidad and Tobago after this break.
Real Talk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony, Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Real Talk Credit Union.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Crony, Savannah Road, Chabonas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, if you want to be a member of the Real Talk Credit Union, not a problem. 2 forms of ID, utility bill, job letter, pay slip. Your grandmother, your mother, the husband, the wife, even the children could open an account with us. So back to our programming. As several areas across the country battle the flooding, health officials warn persons against traversing through flood water. This, as more leptospirosis cases have been reported at hospitals recently. Dr. Joel Tikasing states that he has noted a spike in persons seeking treatment for the bacterial disease. However, the Ministry of Health issued a statement to advise the public to protect themselves against leptospirosis. It urged persons to wear protective clothing when venturing into flood. The ministry also noted that the symptoms, which are high fever, headache, chills, muscle pain, vomiting, and jaundice, yellow skin and eyes, can be mistaken for other disease. It may take between 2 days or 4 weeks before persons exhibit symptoms. So those of you in flood, low-lying areas, please be on the way for this leptospirosis cases that is increasing in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, we don't want you to get sick and something major happens to you and the health facility in Trinidad and Tobago cannot help you. So please be aware of this disease and other diseases that are in Trinidad and Tobago concerning the flooding. Moving along, raw sewer flowing into the Housing Development Corporation ACC community in San Fernando is creating an unbearable, unhealthy, and unsafe situation for residents. Residents are now calling on the HDC to take immediate steps to address the situation and bring them some relief. One resident complained that apart from the foul stench, residents have walked past the wastewater every day and claimed there has been a sewer leak at the back of the building for years. Just imagine, for years the citizens complaining and no one in HDC is there to fix it. No one. However, a few weeks ago, the sewer began flowing in front of the building. Put up the front of the building, Another residence added, look at that. Look at that. That's in front of the building. Sewer. Where is the maintenance crew for HDC? Do they have any? One resident added that many complaints were made to the HDC and a team visited recently, but no steps have since been taken to alleviate their distress. It's sad, you know. It's sad. It's stinking sad. When contacted, the HDC said it is aware of the situation and that a team visited the site to remedy the situation. The HDC also states that they regretted any discomfort caused to the residents. The residents and them have been saying that have been going on for years. So it's years now, HDC regret to fix the problem. Lackadaisical thinking, lackadaisical function. What we gonna do? We in Trinidad. As I always say that, what we gonna do? We in Trinidad. This is how we want it. This is how we like it. You know what brings change to Trinidad and Tobago? Protest by the citizens. I will always say that. Protest by the citizens will bring change to our country. But when you start a process, when you start a protest, police want to come out. Yes. Police want to come out. You're standing up for them too, you know. But some of them just want to come and bully you. Ask them what could they do to fix that situation? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're protesting for the road. For the police jeep to pass on the road too, you know. But they want to lock you up. Lock up for what? Lock up for what? That is why sometimes when I hit them, I just hit them damn hard. Damn hard I just hit them. It is such a distasteful situation in Trinidad and Tobago presently. We're going into the 21st century. Government always seems to be bawling that there's no money in the treasury. No money. Corporations in Trinidad and Tobago lacking finance. They're lacking diesel money. They're lacking equipment. But you know what surprised me? Secondary Road Rehabilitation Company. Allocation, 200 million. 200 million. Corporation can't get money to buy material, even to patch the road. Much less to buy diesel for equipment. You know why I keep talking about this? Because I want you to understand. It's months, it's been years corporations have been asking for money. To patch road, they have no money, none. Road rehabilitation program, a new company starts, big allocation. Where did it come from? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Residents of Chatham Village, Cedros, held a fiery protest on Monday morning, calling on the government to fix a massive landslide along the southern main road. They complained that the already bad roads are getting worse because of the landslip, which itself continues to worsen. In response, the Ministry of Works and Transport said rehabilitation works were ongoing at the landslip near the 96 km mark, contrary to comments in the public domain. The project is expected to be completed in the first quarter of 2023. The statement added that the ongoing bad weather had led to high saturations level, which poses a challenge to the rehabilitation works. Minister of Works and Transport Rohan Sinanan also visited the scene with personnel who were developing a permanent solution for the landslip. unless we ain't protest in Trinidad, we shall get nothing done. And I always say that the military call on public to bear with them as the issue is being addressed. Earlier this year, civilization had started and later stopped, owing to change in a project original scope. So they start the project, they halt, they made some changes, and they start back. We here, let me tell you something. When an emergency happens on a road in other countries, they will try to address it as soon as possible. As fast as possible. Why are we so lackadaisical? Even the highways, we cannot have proper highway. It's like Maya Rossi. And those contracts are being passed. Those contracts are being passed. So what do we have to do now to have proper roads in Trinidad and Tobago? Rohan never had money in the Ministry of Finance. Can't say anything. Can't. But Camille got $7 million for a 30-day independence celebration. I'll remember that. We have no money. We have no money. Corporation can't get no money because we don't have. But a party, we had 7 million. Saeed, do not say nothing about those things, Saeed. Careful, they come for you. Come now. Come now. I just always say, if you hear you pull a gun at me, make sure you can shoot you. If it snap, your family burying you. That I promise you. That I promise you. If you as a bandit pull a gun at me and it snap, your family burying you. Me asking you or telling you. So be careful concerning that. Be very careful. Trinidad and Tobago. We are too lackadaisical. We are too backwards. We have a call? Call a good night.
Good night,
Thank you.
Saeed, how is it that, the roads are so deplorable, billions being allocated to ministerial work, nothing is being maintained, police and licensing officers are setting up roadblocks all over the country.
All over,
to
yes.
charge us for our people not being roadworthy when the roads are not people-worthy. Did you see the video with the dog bathing and the big craters?
Yes, I saw that.
That is nonsense. The people of the country have to stand together, and we need more people like you, Saeed, to stand up for us. You are a true savior of the people. Keep doing your good work, my brother.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to tell you something. There are people who the government will go after, and they will muzzle them. And after they muzzle them, fear will be inputted into them. And they will have to step back. And they will have to apologize and retract and readdress. Me, then the mistake they make was to come after my son 2.5 years back. That was a mistake. On top of that, they didn't know Saeed was a man is to do drink day walk, as we should say. And that what they say now? Drink day walk. They didn't know Saeed is a man that do spiritual work. And they bounced their head on a steamroller. That is what they did. That mistake, when they went after my son, they thought, listen to me carefully, they thought Saeed would have backed down. They thought Saieed would have shut down his show. Come out from highlighting issues and come out from highlighting government ministries and officials. But no. What you did, you removed the muzzle from a pit bull. That is what you did. The mistake was coming after my son. That was the mistake. 3 blind, 1 dead. You know who I thank for that? I thank the good Lord who gave me the power and the ability. As we would say, and I will say this without fear, kunje. Correct? We would kunje up something. I know the kunje, you know. Believe me. I always say, me and my partner Navin, we go light, we light. You know. When you're Navin, go in his room 4 o'clock, and here he light. And I go in my room 2 o'clock, and I light my light. I pray for Navin, and Navin praying for me. Lord, make sure nothing happens to Saieed so I can get my walk. Bunji, as we would say. And I just say, Lord, make sure Navin healthy so he could come and do my walk. So we're going back and forth. We're going back and forth. But the mistake they made, Trinidad and Tobago, coming back to seriousness, the mistake they made is when they came after my son, they thought Saieed would have zipped his mouth, closed down his show, pack up and go away. No. That incident made me who I am today. Hence the reason why when I tell all you, hey, I'm pushing for X, I'm pushing for Y, and I'm pushing for Z, and watch it come forth. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed Ali. What a great show, sir. I want to say to you good night to you and for having such a great show. But I want to make a call tonight to Trinidad and Tobago, to the Commissioner of Police, the Acting Commissioner of Police, that he must now investigate the misuse of public funds in legal fees in this government.
Hey, you ain't see the figure for Faris?
But this is what I'm saying.
Almost $1 million.
That is Saieed Ali, Mr. Saieed, that is public funds. That is all our taxpayers' money.
Yes.
And if you misuse taxpayers' money, there is laws covering it. Why these fellas is not being held accountable? And that is the reason why we don't have money to fix roads, to see about this, to see about that, or to do anything. Look at the prices of grocery. Mr. Saieed, if you cannot give the workers of this country a raise in salary, why is it you cannot freeze prices? Why is it you cannot freeze prices? All the bullying you're doing and all the power you have, you can't freeze prices for the workers of this country to have a level playing field, sir. I am calling on the commissioner. Too much of taxpayers' money is being spent in public and legal fees. We want to know why all this money is being paid in legal fees and nobody is being held accountable. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So here is Trinidad and Tobago. 2 weeks after a portion of the road collapsed, cutting off access to residents of Sobo Village Extension in Labre, contractor Namalco Construction Service Limited came to the rescue of the residents by repairing the roads at no cost to the state. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan visited the site and personally thanked Namalco for undertaking the emergency rehabilitation works to bring relief to the residents at the motoring public. He added that the repair is temporary and the technical team from the ministry will soon assess the situation for more permanent solution. So we just want to thank Namalco for doing a great job. Minister Sinanan responds to a request for technical assistance from his ministry to ensure connectivity is maintained. While this is not the first road to collapse due to leaking water lines, Sinanan defended his colleague, Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez. He blamed WASA aging infrastructure and the weather for saturating the earth and causing landslide to the road network. No, but we could understand this, you know. We could understand this. But what we don't understand is that when the government or the ministry fix and pave a nice piece of road, they say, what's that coming to dig it up? We don't understand that. That is what we don't understand. But nevertheless, we are going for a short commercial break. And when we come back from this break, there is some persons of interest I would love to meet. But after this break.
Real Talk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grove, Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Real Talk Credit Union.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. So hear this. I'm looking for these persons. It is very urgent. Very, very urgent that these persons contact me. I'm looking for Rudinath Singh. Rudinath Singh. Rudinath Singh. I hope someone knows this individual. Will you kindly contact me directly at 339-1670 or 267-7325. It is important. Contact me tomorrow, please. Otherwise, your picture will be reposted Thursday night on my show. So I'm looking for Stefan Gavin. Stefan. Contact me. An agreement is an agreement. If you do not contact me tomorrow, your picture will be posted for the second time on our program Thursday night. Also, I'm looking for Rodney Harry. Rodney Harry. Would you contact me tomorrow? 339-1670 or 267-7325. It is a matter of urgency. Ingrid Kaulisa. Ingrid, why people doesn't keep up to the agreement? Why is that? We so lackadaisical in Trinidad and Tobago. So Ingrid, would you please contact me tomorrow also? 339-1670 or 267-7325. And finally for tonight, Motilal Bisoon. Motilal Bisoon. Motilal, looking like a real saga boy in that picture. Please contact me. And I believe we're looking for this vehicle also. Anybody know this vehicle? Tell the owner to contact Saeed before he goes down driving the road and somebody knock on his glass and said, hey, this no longer belongs to you. It could be a police, you never know. It could be a bailiff, you never know. It could be me myself, you never know. Don't let me start offering rewards. Believe me, or you wouldn't like it. So, Rudinath Singh, Stefan Gavin, Rodney Harry, Indrid Kaulasa, Motilal Bisoon. Contact me tomorrow, 339-167-0-267-7325. Let me tell you something. Make it all your business. Because I don't think all you go want all your photo to go back up on Real Talk show tomorrow night to let the people know why you're looking for all you. I don't think all you want that. Let me tell you something. I'm a very serious man. I am very serious. I don't mix business with drinking alcohol. I don't mix business with pleasure. Let me tell you something. You come at me to business, come straight. We will do business straightforward, not crooked wrong no corner. That is not me. Caller, good night.
That's not right.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk, my friend.
I tried to get through yesterday, and now come in getting. Yesterday talking about the minister them things and that all the time, right? But them fellas that care nothing about nobody, boy. Them fellas only care about themselves. And they see the poor people, them will laugh at the poor people. People will be catching trouble and them study laughing. They do all kind of things for the poor people that get trouble study. When they come and change money, they give people real pressure to get money changed. All kind of things they're doing poor people. This government doing wrong thing. And Mr. Saeed, one thing I want to tell you again. Number 2 junction, Wasat Degli Road Day.
Number 2, is it Barapo?
Yeah, Barapo.
Right.
Going in inside the market, you can't go inside the market. They put out the man going on inside there yes, Sunday morning. And one thing, I say it again, only on Sunday morning, Barapo, number 2 junction day, the police only giving people tickets to come to buy market. The people can't buy market in peace. Only ticket. They give them. I'm inside, watch me. I see a fella fix up a road, a pothole. Where car was just drive and just go down there, a deep hole. And that man spend his own money and fix the hole. And up to today, that hole they go going on about a month and change now. And rainfall, nothing had dig up. But I said the Ministry of Works and County them full of hole. In the morning, you see, when I get up in the morning, next morning, all the guards will come out. How this fella done? This fella has no steamroller, nothing, and he do that with the hand. Right? And the fella have barcode, they have steamroller and thing. And them can't patch a good road for people. And only money they're spending and it. Yeah, Mr. Said. Thanks very much.
Thank you, my friend. So remember, viewers, those of you who want to be members of the Real Talk Credit Union, our phone lines have started back working. I want to thank my in-house technician, Navin. I must give him a little big up tonight. Numbers are on your screen, viewers. Contact us, 339-167-0-242-7690, 238-6716, 267-7325. Remember that, viewers, from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Saturday, it's from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon. We have 2 locations. Real Talk Group of Company at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas and 132 Cipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. You want to be a member of the credit union? Not a problem. I am here to change banking in Trinidad. When I started pushing for laws and legislation in Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of people said, Saeed, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot get this pass, you cannot get that pass, you don't have power to do this, you're not a minister. Really? Look how much I get passed in 2021. 2022. Talk now. When they said, oh, you can't get marijuana decriminalized, this, that, the next. Let me tell you something. Every ganja smoker in Trinidad and Tobago, thank you, Saeed. Yeah? Thank you. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall be covered under the shadows of the Almighty. Every Christian knows that verse by heart. Yep. So here it is. Following the torrential thunderstorm activities that caused some of the worst flooding, Couva North have seen in several years. The absence of a wing wall coupled with a heavy flow of water beyond the capacity of the bridge caused the abutment base of the Rupsing Road Bridge to collapse. Last December, following the collapse of the old bridge, Couva North MP, Ravi Ratiram, and councillor for the area, Dubraj Prasad, lobbied for the repair of the bridge, and a temporary Bailey bridge was sourced and installed at the site in January this year. While the measure brought temporary relief to residents of Rupsing Road and environs, MP Ravi Ratiram called on the then Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Kazem Hussain, to work with a permanent solution. MP Ratiram also states that the local government ministry or Minister Faraz Al-Rawi must act now to make good on his promise to residents by implementing a permanent solution at the Rupsing Road Bridge and to see the project through to completion with minimal delay. So now, Rural Government Minister is Kazem Hussain. He's in charge now. So let's see what he will do for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. The Komoto-Tamina Road is now impassable after floodwater washed away part of the roadway. This road links Komoto to San Rafael. Look at that. Now, we cannot blame anybody for this, but because of the extensive water that were in parts of Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of damages have been created to roadway and canals. Even majority of the water causeway in certain areas, overwhelmed water. Look at that. That is very dangerous. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, it's pothole in Conopia after this break.
Realtalk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grove, Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Realtalk Credit Union.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grove, Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Real Talk Credit Union.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. I would just like to read over the story. Following the torrential thunderstorm activity that caused some of the worst flooding the Couva North has seen in several years, the absence of a wing wall coupled with the heavy water flowed beyond the capacity of the bridge caused the abutment base of Rupsing Road Bridge to collapse. So we have on the line Dubraj Prasad.
Hi, good night.
Good night, my friend. So tell us about this waterway and this collapsing of the road.
Okay, so first of all, there was no wing wall while that bridge, the Rupsing Road Bridge, is over 50 years old.
Okay.
It is a bridge that falls under the purview of the Couva Talpa Regional Corporation. In December last year, right? During the course of my term as the councillor for the area, I've always doing certain amount of work to keep the bridge afloat, right? But in December last year, it would have started to collapse. What I did is I lobbied on behalf of the people that I represent with the assistance of my CEO, right, and the MP for the area, Mr. Ravi Ratiram, and we were able to get a Bailey Bridge installed.
Okay, nice.
Right? At the time, the people from Bridges, which is the ministry these bridges falls under, they came and they visited it. And they would have said that the correct thing to do was to put the Bailey Bridge on the existing abutment.
Okay.
What took place on last Wednesday is that with the amount of rainfall and the major flooding that we would have gotten,
yes,
we got an entire collapse of the abutment under the Bailey Bridge.
Okay, nice.
On Friday, we had site visits because it happened on Thursday when the water would have receded. We saw that the abutment would have collapsed and blocking. I, in turn, would have called the relevant ministries. We had Mr. Patterson Dick from Drainage who would have visited. I also had the people from Bridges together with the technical team of the Couva Talpa Regional Corporation. And it was brought to the forefront that this bridge is a disaster waiting to happen.
Wow.
The ideal thing right now is to remove the Bailey Bridge because we were promised by this government, this PNM regime, that this is a temporary fix. Mr. Ali, this is a whole year now, and the people are still suffering with this one-way bridge, right? And the ideal situation, in order to take out that abutment, the entire Bailey Bridge needs to dismantle and probably position somewhere else and demolish the entire abutment. However, Bridges has said that let's monitor it and drop the tonnage to 5 tons so small vehicles can pass while they work on a solution, whether we get an extension for the Bailey Bridge to put on the side and remove that, and I am waiting for the response. Today I would like to call on the Minister, the Honorable Faris Al-Rawi, because we would have made numerous requests to him because he would have promised the MP that under this year budget allocation that the Rupsing Road Bridge is allocated to do a permanent structure. So I am awaiting that. However, the people of the electoral district of Perseverance Waterloo is in distress. Anytime that bridge is condemned or collapses, it would cause, a big issue in terms of the amount of people that traverse that Rupsing Road area. So I await on this government to release the relevant funding to construct a permanent structure. In the interim, I, being the council, will constantly keep the lobby to make sure that that happens and to make sure that I do my utmost best that no disaster is happening.
Now, within the year, have anybody from the ministry visited that particular bridge?
They did did the technical report and sent it up for the request for the funding.
Okay. Now, normally when they do the assessment on a bridge, how long would it take before they actually start the work?
Well, that I cannot answer because I am just the representative in terms of bringing up the issue, right?
I understand.
Right? Now, what you need to know is that this was a temporary Bailey Bridge that was placed there. And when we opened the temporary Bailey Bridge, we made the public know that this is temporary.
Right,
and we are calling on the government to put a permanent structure.
Okay.
On the budget reading, the MP would have posed a question to the then minister, Saieed Ali, about the permanent structure. And he said, yes, it is one of the bridges that is earmarked for a permanent structure. So I hope and I wait under this PNM regime. Mr. Ali, they are stopping the corporation for funding. Right? We are not really bad situation right now in the corporation when we don't get the relevant funding.
It's sad, it's sad, it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, it's sad.
But after airing this tonight, I hope Mr. Faris act speedily and they could get something done on that bridge for the citizens of that area. My friend?
Definitely, I hope that they are waiting for something to happen to make that happen.
Thank you so much for taking our call and to go live on Real Talk with Saieed Ali just to highlight this situation.
Thank you very much, sir.
So that was Dubraj Prasad. Let me tell you something. Like I said, when we started highlighting this particular Wednesday show since 2021, we got a lot done for Trinidad and Tobago. A lot that the ministry, let's say, they didn't know about. When it was highlighted here on Real Talk on a Wednesday night, public concerns, a lot of things changed. But now that Faris is under the local government, let's just hope, just how he listened to the plea that I made for the legislations and amendment and laws for the citizen, let's hope he can listen to me now in his position and get things done. Not for him, but for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that he represents. Residents of Gil Thomas Lane, Conopia, have stated that after WASA came and fixed a leaking water issue months ago, there remains a crater well that is forming, and it is becoming dangerous since it is in a busy area. The residents also added that their councillor, Balmati Gosain, is non-existent in the Chinchin area. That is the crater. Now I'm going to tell you something about Balmati. Balmati, some of the residents may not know, but she works hard. She works hard. I could stand here and say that. She may not get everything done, but she is working when you are not seeing her. And that is much as I can say concerning her. Like I say, we need more councillors and MPs to call in the program on a Wednesday to let us know and let the people know what they are doing behind closed doors. So if Balmati is looking at our program, maybe you can call in. We have about 7 minutes left on our show. She could probably highlight some issues in her community, things that she get done and things that she are working on. Caller, good night.
Saieed, present, good night.
To you, my friend.
Saieed, that old road in Santa Cruz is the worst to drive on. The Saddle Road as well, the worst to drive on. Now we have traffic jam on the Saddle Road, and we also have more traffic jam on the old road. Side holes all in the middle of the road. The cars taking their time to go down in and come out. Backup traffic all the way down to Ryan Street.
Wow.
The road caving. Nobody, somebody just pull it up with some dirt or stone. If they're coming wrong that by the Jehovah Witness Church, and you don't come around there with caution, it could have a serious head-on.
I understand.
Nobody, no counselor, no minister, nobody saying that, because apparently they don't pass there.
Wow.
Children reaching to school late. The bumper to bumper on the old road never happened. It's happening now because of the bad roads that nobody's seeing to fix. All down to Ryan Street. So I needed to highlight that tonight. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you for highlighting the situation. You see, viewers, this is what we want on our Wednesday night. Yes, we have issues that we deal with Monday to Friday, Monday to Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. But on a Wednesday night, we're highlighting roads, bridges, councillors, MP, box train. Yes, among all the issues, I choose to highlight these things because we pay taxes. Maintenance of our vehicle is very expensive. It is very, very expensive. Here's the reason why I decided to keep this show on a Wednesday night. We are almost out of time for the program tonight. I believe we have 3 minutes left. So viewers, like we said, on a Friday night for the last 2 Fridays went by, I do want to thank Raju for keeping the viewers entertained on Friday last week. I had some important things to attend to, and I do want to thank him so much. And every singer, that parang singer that came out last Friday on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Like I said, I am a Muslim, yes, but I live in Trinidad and Tobago where there's multi-ethnic groups and a wide range of culture in Trinidad and Tobago. So not because I am a Muslim, I would condemn. That is not me. I am not God. I didn't create anything in this world to condemn. So every Friday, Real Talk with Saieed Ali will be having live singers in set to entertain you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And Friday coming, we have a packed program as well. Just for you. Let me tell you something. There's no station in Trinidad and Tobago that is doing it like Real Talk with Saieed Ali. None. None. Absolutely none. So I just want to say before we close, you want to be a member of our credit union, 2 forms of ID, utility bill, job letter and pay slip is not a problem. You want to make an investment, a fixed deposit of 4%, 5 years and over. You're not getting that nowhere. Nowhere you're not getting that. We have the lowest service charge per month. You cannot beat Real Talk Credit Union. Let me tell you something. Yes, we now started off, but everything starts off with steps. Everything starts off with steps until it grow and it grow and it grow and it grow. When Real Talk with Saieed Ali started off on Synergy Network, we were just a show on TV. And Brian used to always tell me, the general manager for Synergy TV, would always say, Saieed, hold on and press forward. Hold on and press forward. Don't give up. Don't give up. Today we are the #1 current affairs program in our country. But we deal with real issues. We talk with real people calling. And we are here. So Real Talk Credit Union will one day become a bank. A big bank with branches outside of Trinidad and Tobago. That is my goal. That is my goal. When a baby born, they can't walk. But they creep until they learn to stand up. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. There's a rerun of this program tomorrow, Thursday the 17th, from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Until we be back here tomorrow night. God spare life. Ala antar kamazela inazar unto. When you give unto me, I will give unto you. Thus said the Lord. Good night.